Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folarin. Hope you had a great weekend. Always busy. It has to be busy somewhere because this is the political season that we're in. But coming home, we're in Lagos, southwest of the country, where we're broadcasting from. Coming home, there's also activity going on. And my guest this morning is Honorable Wale Raji. Honorable Raji is a member of the House of Representatives, and he's representing the Ekpe Federal Constituency. He's of APC from Lagos State. A fine morning to you, Honorable Wale Raji.
Good morning, viewers.
Indeed.
And good morning.
Thank you very much.
Uncle Yori.
Yori, please.
Yori
I don't know what happened to the broadcast. Good morning, sir, and thank you very much.
Yeah,
thank you very much for coming on. Now, you're a two-term member. You have 2 terms under your belt.
That's right.
In the House of Representatives.
That's right.
And you are desirous of another term.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really have too much of a choice about it because you won the primaries. So
right.
I can't say, I want to give somebody else a chance. I mean, well, the people spoke in the primaries and say, look, Otuke Akonsi.
That's right.
So here you are. Now, you've been very, very active. I've been reading articles and all sorts of things have been going on, and at one time, Honorable Gbajabia Mila, who I imagine that you're quite close with, was when he was speaking to the people in the area, was saying that, look, the longer a representative stays, in office, the better it is for development of that area in that it will continue to feed on critical mass. That is something you identify with?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, definitely. And that's what we call parliamentary longevity.
Yes.
The longer you stay in the parliament, you understand the politics of the parliament, and you are also able, if you know what you are doing, you develop the right contact and connection for the benefit to attract projects to your constituency. The reference you made to the comment of the Right Honorable Speaker, my good brother, my leader, in March.
Yes,
it was on the occasion of the commissioning of 13 school projects that I facilitated. Namely, a block of 6 classrooms with furniture, Oduobara, in Ekpe, Army Children High School, Odomola Community High School, Agbowa Community High School, Ayondelu Academy, Noforija LA Primary School, Oriba LA Primary School, Aborigine. Aborigine is very close to our border with Ogun State after La Campagne Tropicana, there, so towards Odeomi. That remote area. And that same day, he commissioned a 100-bed hostel, for students in Ekpe Grammar School, to replace the Punch hostel, and also ICT center in this school, Ogumadede College, with 81 computers to promote.
In fact, a lot of work was done at that Ogumadede because apart from the students themselves, there's something also for the teachers, the lecturers, some facility.
Oh, no, that's in Orugbo.
Okay, it's a different project.
That's staff quarters for teachers in Orugbo, because based on the request from the community, led by the KBSC, that teachers, posted there, they do not stay because of the cost of traveling daily to the place. So we provided that staff quarters, for them, in that community. So it was at that time, on that occasion, that Gbajabia Mila made that statement.
Yes.
In response to the request by all the Obas, all the KBSC, I have a total of 18 KBSCs in Ekpe Federal constituency, and they met that day, And before going to the commissioning ceremony, they received him at the palace of Oloja of Ekpe, who is the paramount vice chairman of Lagos State Council of Obas and Chiefs. And there they declared to him that they have enjoyed what we've been able to do, and that they want me to go for another time, and that he should do everything humanly possible to support their request. So it was in response to that he made that statement.
Gbajabiamila was making those comments.
And I must also state this, that the people of Ekpe are also very grateful to Femi Gbajabiamila. He's been quite supportive, particularly with...
Is he from Ekpe himself?
He's our leader in Lagos State.
Well, okay.
He's a leader in Lagos State.
Yes.
And I happen to be very close to him, and I've used my relationship with him to impact positively on the lives of my people.
There you go.
I mean, the Itoikin Ekpe Road, anybody familiar with that area, between 2018, 2018 thereabout, that road was impassable. And it became the center of activities of kidnappers. There were so many people kidnapped on that road. But with the intervention of Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, the place today is motorable. Between Ketu, as close as Ketu is to Ekpe, before that intervention, it could take you more than 1 to 2 hours to get to Ekpe from Ketu. But today, with that intervention, the travel time has been reduced to about 15 minutes or thereabout.
No wonder.
So, and the place is safer now. And right now, with his intervention, a bridge at Mola Joyi, which was constructed during the administration of Mblaji Johnson, has been awarded for reconstruction. Work will start any moment from now. So Gbajabiamila has been quite wonderful and has been quite supportive of the people of Ekpe Federal Constituency.
Indeed, a lot of work. And so, as I recalled what he said at the time, that the longer an elected member stays in Parliament, usually, the better it is. And that's why he referred to all the projects. There are quite a number of projects that we probably don't want to bore our viewers by going over now.
No, but in the education sector, but for instance, in the area of commerce, we intervened at Ayetoro Market. If you're familiar with Ekpe, Ayetoro Market is a traditional market. In fact, I can say it with all confidence that Ayetoro Market has been in existence for not less than about 100 years. Because my grandmother, if she had been alive, she would have been more than 100 years old. Owned a market there. A stall there.
A stall there.
So
it goes back.
It's been reconstructed. During the time of Ambode, the place was demolished for reconstruction, but it didn't stay long enough to actualize that project. So we have gone in there, and as we speak, we have provided 66 lock-up shops under the first phase. We are still going to 200. Just as we did in Itoki. If you are familiar with Itoki, we also intervened in Itoki. Under the first phase, we provided a total of 120 open stores, which were allocated to the market women free of charge. Right now, we have completed the construction of additional 40 lock-up shops. The same thing we are doing at Mojoda. Mojoda is our boundary with Ogun State. So in Eredo. So we have completed the construction of 56 lock-up shops under the first phase. We are providing additional.
When people hear this at home or read about it in the papers, laudable projects, but costing a pretty penny. And people often have the notion that it is the honorable member or the senator that is actually sponsoring or putting his hand in his pocket and doing all of this. Whereas, yes, there will be some things that the people will put, but it's not that everything comes out of the honorable members' offices. There you go.
Facilitate.
Because
you
one
facilitate,
has to.
you sponsor.
And you lobby. You lobby.
There are constituency projects, which are projects that members nominate, for citing within their constituency. But they are not, nobody gives you money for the construction of such projects.
Okay.
You name an agency that will handle the construction, and the agency is responsible for for the procurement process up to the appointment, selection of the contractor.
When you say an agency, for example, just for a market, one of the markets, for example, so people can understand how it works.
Yes.
There are constituency projects. Yes. You name an agency.
Smedan,
for instance.
Smedan constructed the 120 open stores at Itoki for me.
Okay.
So, but it's my project.
Exactly.
My project.
Exactly.
So, but
because you can rightly claim.
The process of selecting the contractor execution but I will certify that the job has been satisfactorily completed.
So that's how it works.
That's how it works. But one thing is that your ability as a representative of your people to identify the needs of your people, to also identify areas of opportunities to actualize, to provide the needs of your people, through the execution of this project, now varies. Now depends on individual capacity to lobby.
And I think this is probably what will make the difference between honorable members serving throughout the country. Yeah. Because whereas in some areas, the people of that constituency might not be too happy because they'll say, what has been done for us? Yeah. It probably goes back to, it's not a matter of him being stingy or anything like that. He might be lacking in talents to lobby, to connect, to network.
That's where the individual something.
That's where the individuality of everybody
comes in. But there are also, for instance, there are also some that are sponsored, directly financed by individuals. For instance,
I can imagine.
For the past 27 months in my constituency, I identified the need to intervene to support the elderly people in my constituency. We selected a total of 100 to start with and placed them on a monthly allowance of 10,000 naira. Today, there are 140. There are 140 of them that on a monthly basis, they collect 10,000 naira.
An honorarium
from
stipend,
me,
that is from you,
me.
That is individually.
That's a total of 1.4 million naira every month. It started 27 months ago, and I promised them that for as long as I remain member representing a federal constituency, I will continue with that project. And the response, the feedback has been wonderful, and I've been encouraged. In fact, the number keeps growing, because there was a particular woman. Do you understand the Ijebu? There was a particular woman who said that once I sent a message to me, spoke with me on phone, and said that, pension.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that was an individual. I think that was clear. Yeah. That was not Konki Jebu. I mean, everybody can understand that one. So the woman is saying that I'm not being a government official or a retired government person. Here I am getting a pension thanks to Wale Raji.
There are also some other projects like I've had cause to sponsor the supply and installation of transformers and all what have you. So these are things that we do. So personally,
that is why Honorable Gbajabiamila Amila said that these projects, are worthwhile and people-oriented.
Yes,
that's why he made. One can understand that now.
For instance, under the there's in fact a particular one that is coming up today in Ekpe. That's Light Up Ekpe. project. For security has been a major issue, and the criminal-minded in the society taking advantage of darkness at night, to perpetrate all these various activities. So we started the installation of solar street light, high-power solar street light. We have done, under the first phase, 510 in various communities. If you have been to Ekpe is a very large community in terms of land mass. We have baales, more than 100 baales in my constituency, 18 or 19 KBACs in my constituency. So we've distributed, we've installed 510. But today, we are flagging off the second phase, Light Up Ekpe project, with the installation of 840 additional, taking it to 1,000, about 350 thereabout, So to light up the dark spots, dark spots within our